Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. If you're watching this video, you're probably not in love with your 9-to-5 job. You're waking up to an alarm you don't want to hear. You're commuting to a place that you don't want to actually go to, or you're working for someone that you do not want to work for, and you're counting down the minutes until the weekend. So today we're going to discuss how you can escape the rat race without actually going broke. So I quit my 9-to-5 job exactly 2 years ago. That was on July 4th, 2023. And no, it wasn't because I had a trust fund or won the lottery or anything like that. It was because I learned how to build a business that actually made me money. So today I'm gonna walk you through a more aggressive approach of how you can do this exact same thing within the next 6 months, even if you have no experience, no business degree, or no idea where to start. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, if you're someone who likes their job, you can stop watching this video because this is not for you. Or if you're someone who doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, which does require work, then yeah, same for you. I recommend that you click off this video. Now, if you're like me and the thought of doing your own work or creating your own schedule and scaling your income excites you, then I think you're going to get a lot of value from this video. Before we talk about quitting your job, we need to reverse engineer your survival, and you'll understand exactly what I mean by that in one moment. Most people hear the phrase start your own business and assume you need tens of thousands of dollars, investors, an office, and employees, and that is completely false. You don't need any of that, at least not yet. What is required of you is to know exactly how much money you need to survive without your job. So let's start here. What is your actual expenses? And you can do this by pulling out a notebook or a spreadsheet. You can open the Notes app on your phone, or if you're watching this at your desk, you can write down every single reoccurring expense that you have. I also have a free calculator that you can use to budget your expenses. It's going to be on www.successwithstevensmith.com. Highly recommend that you download that if you want an easy way to track and budget your current expenses. But let's continue. You'll want to list your rent, your groceries, your car payments, insurance, gas, phone bills, subscriptions, and occasional Uber Eats splurge, anything like that, and total everything up. Then add 15% on top of that just to be safe. So let's say that all of this comes out to $4,000 per month. That's going to be your survival number. You divide that by 4 weeks, and then you've got $1,000 a week that you need to make. Now, this is going to be the minimum income that your business needs to bring in before you can comfortably consider quitting. Now, think about your current job. Maybe you're making around $65,000 a year. That breaks down to roughly $1,354 per week. That's your income replacement number. The goal is to build a business that eventually gets you to that $1,354 a week, but you don't need to start there. Remember, we're only trying to replace the survival number, which is the $1,000. At that point, you can decide if you want to continue working your job while also maintaining your business. That is up to you. So all you need in the beginning is to build a path to covering your basic living cost. And once you hit that survival number consistently, you have leverage. You're no longer dependent on your job for survival. Now, there are only 2 types of businesses that you need to worry about when you're starting out. Number 1 is the passive cash flow business. Think about this like YouTube channel, digital products, vending machines, e-commerce, print on demand, rental property, if that's an option for you. But these are what I would call semi-passive income, and this is totally hands-off. You'll still need to check in regularly, whether it's handling customer questions, updating content, or making sure everything is running smoothly. It also takes time to build semi-passive businesses. There's always a phase of heavy lifting in the beginning before you see any consistent returns. And if you want to actually succeed, you've got to be strategic. And the upside for these types of businesses are actually very massive. But the downside is they take time to build. So if you're looking to quit your job in, let's say, the next 6 months, this isn't going to pay your bills fast enough. Number 2 is the service-based business. Now, this is where we get a little more serious. This is your best bet for quitting your job and replacing your income. You're trading time and skills for money, yes, but you're in control of your schedule, the clients, the pricing, eventually the team. And this can be website design services, photography, cleaning services, etc. That's just a couple to name a few. The number one reason why people give up on being an entrepreneur is because they don't see results fast enough. So let's compare the pros and the cons for these two business models. And then I'll also be sharing my experience because I used a combination of both of these to quit my job. And one of them started making me money in less than 6 months. As you can see here, I took a simple graph to illustrate the difference between service-based businesses versus semi-passive businesses. And at the bottom, we have time. Now, if you notice, the time is not to scale. I don't have it in months, years, or seconds, or weeks, or anything like that. And that's because the time really is up to you. But let's continue. As you can see immediately, the service-based business sees results way faster than the semi-passive income business. However, given enough time, the semi-passive income business will eventually outperform the service one for one simple reason. Now, with semi-passive based businesses, you perform a task or you work on something one time, and then that can generate money for you for a much longer time frame. However, a service business is based on you trading your time for money, basically the same as your job. And no matter who you are, eventually you'll hit a ceiling in how much you can accomplish by yourself. So the point that I'm trying to make is if you want to get out of your job as soon as possible, start a service-based business. Use that to quit your job. And with your additional free time, start a semi-passive based business. Now, the red flat line that you see going through the middle, that is your current salary that you're getting right now. So you want to ask yourself, how long do you wait until you actually quit your job? Well, the yellow dot that I put on our graph is the point where you can finally quit if you so choose. That's the point where your service-based income will exceed your current job salary. And of course, this chart isn't to scale, as I said before, but when you look at time at the bottom, it looks like this won't take very long, but again, it could be years, it could be months, it could be weeks, but how long it takes is ultimately up to you, and that's what we're going to talk about next. So perfect. Now that we have decided on a service-based business and we know that that's the fastest option to make money, let's discuss finding a skill. When it comes to starting a service business, you don't need to think of something revolutionary to start. You just need to solve a problem that people are willing to pay for. I've mentioned this so many times, but repetition is the mother of all learning, so I'm gonna say it again. How do you figure that out? Of course, that's the one problem that people seem to really have. Think about anything that you're good at, even if it seems basic. It could be web design, it could be video editing, it could be writing, it could be photography, fixing things, painting, cleaning, digital marketing, coaching, organizing. These are all skills that you can monetize. If you want some more ideas, I have an entire video that goes over some potential service business ideas. I also have another one that goes over some online business ideas that you can also do. I've done every single type of business that you can think of in order to make money. Once you narrow it down, you just pick 3 skills that you either have or you can learn very quickly. And then once you find the one that you think you can do most effectively, pick that one. But here's the key. You want to make sure it's a high value skill, something people either can't do themselves or they don't want to do. The more urgent the problem that you solve is, the more you can charge. So for example, let's say you wanted to be a babysitter. Babysitting is a low value skill. It's great, but the market rate is capped because really anybody can do it. On the other hand, something like copywriting, SEO services, video editing for businesses, those can easily turn into $100, $200, or even $500 an hour with service-based business. Now, I'll give you an example. I had someone approach me, and I never really answer emails about people asking me to make my thumbnails or edit my videos because I do that all myself. And usually I was, comfortable with doing it myself. There was one person who took the initiative. He actually went ahead and he edited my video for me. And ever since then, we had a Zoom call and I've been paying him to do my edits. So he had a skill where he could do something better than me and edit faster. And he's going to be watching this video right now. And, if you want to shout yourself out, add a graphic, do something, then you can add that right here so the people can see.
I mean, everything you just said is spot on. It's true. All you got to do is really just take initiative, honestly.
But I've been paying him ever since and we've been locked in and he's made my life so much easier that I'm going to work with him for probably as long as I'm ever doing anything with videos. So that's why I'm saying this really does work and you want to pick a skill. And there are people that are actively out there looking for someone to make their life easier. Now, the next step is that you want to get really, really good at your skill very, very fast. You don't need to be the world's best, but you do need to be very good. And here's what I recommend that you do to learn quickly. In the morning, you learn by watching tutorials. You could do this on your way to work by watching YouTube videos. You could do this on the way to your gym. You could do this while you're in the shower and just put it on a speaker or play it from your phone, whatever the case may be. Take, a free or cheap course, read, study competitors, do all of that in the morning. In the afternoon or after you get off work, you practice. Take what you learned and apply it every single day. The faster you get, the more feedback that you'll get, and the faster you're going to improve. You will be amazed how good you could get in just 30 to 60 days if you stay consistent with learning a new skill. And if I'm being honest with you guys, people have conditioned themselves now to be so lazy and to be instantly gratified that honestly, if you're just very good at what you do, you'll seem exceptional to the person paying you for the service because no one wants to really do any work. And to be honest, everyone wants it to be so fast and so easy that they're not even thinking about some of the, easy skills that are out there that people need. So again, this really just depends on how resourceful you are and how ambitious you are actually trying to be. But once again, this is all on you. How good you get will depend on your current skill level, how fast you learn, and ultimately how much effort you decide to put into it. And the last part is where a lot of people hesitate, but don't. Your first few clients are all about building your portfolio and collecting testimonials. Offer your services for free or heavily discounted in exchange for one thing: honest reviews and permission to showcase your work. Once again, like I said, I was shown how well someone could edit my videos and I went ahead and hired this person. Now, I'm not saying that you should just work for someone for free completely, but if you really want to capture someone's attention, demonstrate how much value you can provide. If you actually demonstrate it and not just send an email like people do me and spam my email all day, show the person what you can do, they will hire you. And they will need your services. Think about it like this. If someone pays you $1,000 a week to perform a particular task, all you need is 4 good clients and you'll be making $4,000 every single week. If you multiply that times 4, you can make $16,000 just by having a high skill and offering this as a service. So if you're a photographer, shoot a few free sessions. If you're offering social media management, then, run a few pages for free. And, if you're really good at what you're doing, you should be able to get them engagement. If you're a copywriter, write someone's website. You only need 2 or 3 great testimonials to build your credibility. Now let's review our timeline. Let's say within the next 30 to 60 days, you have finally figured out exactly what you want to do. So then the next 60 days after that, which would make it 4 months, you actually start to get good at what you're doing. And with the remaining 2 months, you went ahead and found some clients. You should now be on your way to start making some pretty good money. So then here's what happens next. Your work improves, your reviews stack up, your confidence grows. And at some point, you stop offering discounts and you start charging some real rates. Now, if you were charging, let's say $30 per hour or $30 per job at the beginning, don't be afraid to go up to $60, then $100, then $200. If you offer a flat rate service like something for weddings or social media packages or video projects, raise those too. You only need a handful of high paying clients to hit your income goals. Now let's do some more simple math. Now, if you charge $100 an hour and your goal is $60,000 per year, you only need to work 600 hours annually. That's about 11.5 hours per week. So you're actually working 4 times less to make the exact same amount of money. And if you raise your rates to $250 per hour, you only need 240 hours a year. That's less than 5 hours per week. And now you can start that semi-passive business on the side. Now you're working with more than one income. And this goes back to my passive income video and exactly what I was saying about that. If you haven't seen that, highly recommend that you watch it. But the key is always value. Solve bigger problems and you can charge bigger prices. The one thing that will separate you from 99% of people that do this is phenomenal customer service. You don't have to be the most talented, but if you can communicate well, follow through on deadlines, and make your clients feel heard, you'll get referrals, repeat business, and testimonials that just print you money. Most clients don't know what great work looks like, but they know how you made them feel. So make them feel like royalty. And here's the other magic part. You'll hit a moment one day where you'll look at your business revenue and realize you're consistently making your survival number or even your full-time job income from just your service. That's the point where you get to walk in, look your boss in the eye, and say, I'm done. You're officially your own boss. And this didn't happen by accident. It happened because you built something, you took a skill, turned it into a service, and you scaled it with a strategy and consistency. So here are my final thoughts. Most people think quitting your job and starting a business is a giant leap, but it's really not. It's a staircase and every step is doable. You don't need to risk your life savings. You don't need to bet the farm. You just need to trade your time and energy for a skill that helps people and grow from there. This is the blueprint that I took, and I promise it will work. It's not hype. I've done it, and thousands of other people have done it as well. And if you commit, stay consistent, and actually apply the steps, you'll look up one day and realize that you're free, at least from working a job. I have another video where I talk about how when you do this with a service-based business, you actually go from not really starting a business, you actually just own a job at this point. From this, you will be able to scale and eventually hire employees where then you can offload some of the work and build some systems out so that you can truly free up your time. And this becomes very hands-off. I started with drop shipping, then I went to Shopify, then I went to Amazon FBA, and then using a combination of all of that, I was able to make enough money to where it was more than what my job was paying me. And then from there, having enough free time, I then went to YouTube and started some more service-based businesses. If you look at the way that I did it, I actually went from passive to more service a little bit later. So you don't have to do this just one way. You can pretty much do it whichever way you prefer. It's all up to you. And this is definitely doable in 6 months. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that this gave you a real tangible game plan to finally escape your 9-to-5 job. If you want more help, please check the link in the description for my free business blueprint. It walks you through everything that we covered here and more in detail. And if you got value from this video, give it a like, subscribe for more, and drop a comment letting me know what type of business you're thinking about starting. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.